the grid in Interlagos. 1975 Brazilian Grand Prix, and the lights are gone. We have an absurd amount of wheel spin. Still haven't nailed starts in this car. Starting way down the field. So far down that the game hasn't even drawn the front of the grid. We got a good run here on our teammate, who started alongside us in 20th. Yeah, a bit of a drop down from second, qualifying second last time out in Buenos Aires. I will admit we have lost some speed since. They'll be upgraded when we get to the European season. I'm about to cut here, as you saw, the footage gets rough here. It's unwatchable, and keeping this in messes up the audio for the rest of the race, making that unwatchable. So to save the rest of the race, I've just cut out the next few corners. We join again, and I'm explaining the differences between modern Interlagos and this version of Interlagos. Sorry about this. This is also why the video quality's gone down after I tried to salvage this footage. Same Shadowplay is quite a bit different. We only joined the modern track up here, this hairpin. Go on the grass, why don't you? So yeah, so whatever you think about Interlagos, short, twisty track, don't forget it, the old version. It's like the opposite of that. Except for the twisty part, it's still twisty. As we enter into the more modern section. Yeah, same age, but this is the section we drive on now. But without the generous curves. It's only when you take them away you realise how much you miss them. There's a little lock up there. Why don't we? It's only the early stages. We don't need these tyres, do we? Jeez, that's jumping. Calm down. Calm your frames. What are they doing? They're like piling up behind me or something? Knowing the AI, they probably are actually. Right. Let's see if we can get the slipstream. Get a pass going. Mess that up there. He's weaving all over the track. Hopefully we can get a good run. This corner, we can perhaps do this. Oh, the car is getting squiggly. It does not like this. Right, later on, should be able to easily do this. Shove him out wide a bit. Yeah, we're clear. Phew. I feel beginning to settle down slightly. Is that Mario Andretti ahead of us? No, Mark Dunn. The Penske looks a bit like the Jones car. That kind of shows what I know about this era. They're probably completely different. But at least I know that's a Penske car. Give me that credit. Like when Penske did this. It seems to be a thing about South American tracks that they must all have a ridiculously long 180-degree turn. Must be like the law or something. Interesting to see modern F1 cars on this track though. Be interesting setup because you want sort of high downforce for this section. Then there's a lot of high speed turns, so you want the downforce, but then there's a lot of straights. Right. Surprisingly, we're making ground with these guys in this section. This is supposed to be my slow section, as demonstrated by going way too deep there. Thankfully we had a gap so we didn't lose a position. The problem here is 2 cars ahead of me are going to have a draft, so I need to get past now to have a hope. Try and slotting in here. Getting the draft, getting the speed. Ooh, he's all over the place. Bit of confusion there. We definitely have the run. Have to brake early, don't want to risk it this early in the race. Let's get behind him. Let's get a run going. Make a pass down here. Yeah, nicely done. I do say so myself. Nice and clean. Let's chase the next group. Chris and Laffy. That's their full names showing up there. Sounds like it could be. There's some funky names. Yeah. One thing I do really like about the historic version of Interlagos is just that it feels historic. While Buenos Aires last week was accurate, the track layout was accurate to the 70s version. But if you look off the track, it was pretty modern. Even the curves were modern in most places, you know, flat and wide. But here this feels old. This feels authentic for the car. You know, we see all those old advertisements that we're obviously not Marlboro ads, and we're obviously not Scania ads. But they have authentic Chevrolet ads anyway. And the track, right? Yeah, that's not obviously Scania. But that's one of going to be a difficulty going on with this series is trying to get historic tracks for the historic cars. Like, first 3 rounds are reasonably fine. What have I done here? I think I nearly stalled it there. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. As I was saying, difficulty for the series after the next round in South Africa, we'll be finding historic tracks to match the cars. Well, from South Africa onwards, having an authentically old track is going to be a bit of a luxury. Well, we should be fine mostly. I have an old version of Monza that I got working. It's the 80s version, but you know, it feels like it would do. I got Watkins again, which just looks old anyway because it's obviously before the resurfacing they did this year. But you know, all the grandstands and signage is modern. You have a Jarapango, or however you pronounce it, is essentially, think of the track in Rio track. We have a historic version that we can do. That's going to be a replacement for one of the rounds I couldn't find a mod for. In some cases it's just difficult finding any version of some of the tracks they ran back in the 70s. Like, good luck finding any mod for the Swedish Grand Prix. It just probably has never been made any version at all. There is a historic version of Zolder, but frankly I just can't stand looking at the trackside of that because it's Grand Prix Legends sort of thing. It's just that the objects themselves are fine enough, but the whole thing is just washed out. You know, so early 2000s, everything is just washed out graphics, and I can't stand that. So I'll probably replace that with Spa, which unfortunately will be a modern track. Interesting to note that Spa, after they abandoned the long track in Formula 1 in the late 60s, early 70s, they didn't run it again till 1980, I think, or some other time in the early 80s. So These cars would never have been on Spa at all. There's your F1 trivia for today. Now do we have a run? Surely. We got too long. You just decided to stop up there for some reason. And that took me off guard a bit. All the time getting held up by this guy, we're losing time to group ahead. At least I want to improve my finishing position from last time. Here up next to me, can't see him. The sort of thing that always amazes me with open wheel cars is how the hell do you know what's going on with those two little mirrors? Like, there's only such a small area that the car behind has to be in so that you can actually see them. Or, in real life, are the mirrors actually set up correctly? Because I find it hard to believe the side mirrors in practically every sim racing game. And side mirrors always look like they're just angled way wrong for the player's position, and in practically every sim there's no way to actually adjust the camera. Not the camera in the mirror. You can adjust the camera, right, but it's always seen as bugging me with side mirrors. Like, it's like it's looking out straight at the wall instead of behind. This is intentional. That was definitely not a mistake. I was trying to get some exit speed, you know? Yeah, championship wise, I don't think this is going to be a standout round for us. But at least we're beating our teammate, who's Jackie X, so, you know, we've got that going for us. You know, as I mentioned in the last video, as I spin. Come on, there goes my teammate, as I mentioned him. As mentioned in the last video, because of the way this mod is done, essentially, for car performance wise, I'm driving a Ferrari. Which is pretty sickening then when the Ferraris are a minute up the road, but yeah, I'm driving a Ferrari, but everyone else is driving roughly their equivalent. So my teammate is driving a Lotus, which wasn't that good of a car this season. So I already have that advantage on him, which is probably why the AI for this series is set up way higher than I would for the other series. So to overcome that inherent advantage I have. And then consolation, James Hunt is 4 seconds up the road. And the only consolation is the fact that James Hunt is just ahead of me. Soon I get past this guy though. He's proving difficult. Oh, that's... Oh, come on. That can hardly be my fault. Come on, move up. That's both me and myself and this fella ahead of me. Oh, I know I'm faster. I'm finding it difficult to get around. Surely I can't make it past into this crazy turn up here. Maybe into the hairpin up here. I was on the right line but braked too early. I don't know how we got a stop, but we did somehow. Now this is going to follow my leader through here. Or not. Come on, pull! pull hard. That's a hurling expression, not a racing expression. And anyone out of Ireland doesn't know what hurling is, so they're even less likely to get it. I say they haven't a hope of understanding what the hell I'm on about. Probably because my mic didn't even pick it up. Alright, so now we've lost a lap behind this guy. Lost 2 seconds to the group ahead. That's ambitious, but... Come on! Get this done, and this... Once again, don't know why they slow down there. And despite it happening to me about 5 times in the last few days, I still haven't done anything about it. Good to see I'm learning. To run there, slight slide. Good, can we be done with this guy now? He's quite annoying. Saw the flash blue in the mirror. They're past. Hopefully that's the end of him. Right, now where's... They're just going in through this hairpin now. Alright. So it looks like it's going a bit of push to even just give back our qualifying position. Yay. I think we can already start looking ahead to South Africa. I hope in there we will start our championship campaign properly. Because we could do with something. So, if this is more a sign of how the season is going to play out, that makes a frustrating result last time Buenos Aires even more frustrating. Because we had the opportunity for points there, we could hang with the Ferraris. Not today. The Ferraris have us today. As does half the field actually. Like this is a 25 car field and we're 22nd, so practically everyone has us done today. Yeah, stop blocking up here. All those skid marks are mine, which is worrisome. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, because the AI for some reason lifts at that corner, we gain in this sector, or we lose in the twisty sector. So this will be an interesting chase, if we can make it, because we're probably running short on laps. Yeah, we have 2 laps to make up 5 seconds, and Nicky Loud is in the lead. Who would have thunk it? I'm fairly sure he didn't win his own Grand Prix back in the day. So this is once again, well, not really once again. Last time we had a historical winner win the race. So this could be a twist on history. Ooh, excitement. At least you can't get the spoilers by watching Wikipedia. Yeah, Wikipedia, that great YouTube channel. You just watched it. Throwing dust. It's getting feisty. If it's any consolation, we've just put 2 seconds on the car behind us. Back markers. How am I one of them? Just a little snap of oversteer, which will be another problem here, that this car naturally has a bit of oversteer in it, which really came to be a problem this week. To mess around with the setup to deal with it. As a result, I'm actually running more wing, which should be hurting me down the straights. Though it seems that the AI's lack of power is already doing that. Both horsepower and brain power is lacking in the AI when it comes to these fast sections. We are not gaining on Hunt. So it looks like this is going to be 22nd, barring any crashes up ahead, which is possible. One of the nice things about Reese's AI in Stalker and in Automobilista is that the AI actually makes mistakes. It's quite nice. They're not perfect robots. Sometimes they're aggressive robots, but they're not absolutely perfect, which is good. Oh, that's Hunt. Oh, there they are. I thought that was Hunt going up the other straight. No, they're just here. Come on. I'm a single car. I should be able to catch up to the group of... There's like there was at least 4 cars there, nose to tail. I should be able to catch up in this section. If I had talent, probably. But they're getting some draft train then on the fast section. So I think that's balancing it out. Essentially, most of this video is me trying to make up excuses for being slow. Next track though should be better. South Africa. That's where the real championship starts. What's after South Africa? The calendar. I'm not sure. I have to make something up for it. But I don't think we have a historic track for it anyway. So that's where the illusion will begin to fall apart. That's like, what, 2 weeks' time? We'll deal with it until then. This should be the last lap we're going up to now. See a full house anyway. Yeah, 1 lap to go. You know what? It's a pity they got rid of this old track. Those 2 corners, for our first 2 corners, are pretty awesome. Like, what a modern F1 car could do around here. Oh damn, that'd be good. No way it could ever happen though. Essentially, the track is way too tight to have enough runoff. It's practically into the side of a mountain. Now there isn't a hope of it ever getting done. I mean, these corners, they're too fast and there isn't enough room to allow for the runoff for them. Like this long corner here, like you need more runoff than that along the outside, but there's simply no space for it. Then add to the fact that this land was probably sold off 20 years ago and is now a shantytown. Good luck trying to move the 3 million people that now live in this. Ah, Brazil. Let's forget about the modern problems, will we? and just focus on the racing. That could actually be another reason why they don't run the long version. It's too close to the shanty towns. We don't want to see the good F1 people see that. They scare themselves. Going fun seeing how they hide them in the Olympics. Right, one last real corner before the flag. So, 20th to 22nd. Yeah, this was worth coming out for. But at least we're not last. I thought this was going to be a good week. Anyway, you have good weeks, you get bad weeks. Can you do donuts in these things? Now we find out. Seems you can. So, not the best week. Finishing 22nd after qualifying 20th. Though we did run in 16th at one point, so threw that away. Could have possibly done better looking at the cars in front of us. But it's a long enough season ahead. But points only pay out to the top 6. So we're going to need... So, no bonus about, we need better qualifying. So, Nicky Lauda's win here puts him into the head of the championship. I see only 9 cars that got points so far this year. Fairly tight enough from 4th down, but 3 favourites are emerging in Fittipaldi, Regazzoni and Lauda. We'll see if anyone else can challenge them throughout the season. I'll see you next time in South Africa.